But still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Oh, and he gets it all wrong. Penalty flag's going to come in and mark this one out beyond the 40-yard line. In motion comes Walker. A first down throw for Jackson. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get us a sack on the opening snap of the game. Micah Parsons in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Come on.
We'll try and run the option left. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. The RPO, that one is complete. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Baltimore.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
He takes off. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Ready, 52 blast. Come on, stand.
Throwing to begin is Love. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Trouble, 38. Land. Here we go. Edo blue. Fury, yellow. White. Black shot. Hut.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. Picked by the former Packer, Jair Alexander. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball, He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Third and long for Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he will get into the end zone. There's Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. His fourth TD grab of the season. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Clock, 10. Set, cut. 60 red. Set.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1 yard gain.
On the set.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 9.
Drilled, claws red. 50, green. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, getting in to record his 9th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
Red, blue striker. Set, cut.
Here's Love. And this ball incomplete on third down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Set, ready. Black Ultra. 33, yellow. Set,
On fourth down, Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They convert in style. Huge play on fourth and long. To throw is Love. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Second down and 10.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Ravens out front. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Third, they need 8.
Shot, 17. Black 40. Steal, black.
On play action, Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 31 yards. On first down, it's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. They're going to have it at their own 20-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. Going for it all. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll be second down. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On first and 10, Jackson. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. It's second down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Lamar going to work the pistol. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. Jackson out of the pistol. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in for the sack. That's a Baker's dozen.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
On the set. Blue striker. Set, ready. Blue 32. Hut.
Love to throw on first and 10. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Green Jack. Hut, hut.
Now Love. This one complete down the field to Golden. They get 25 on that connection. First down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready. 33. Yellow. .43 rail. Ready.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Smash. 10 black. Set.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That's caught by Golden, right side. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
52 black. Red. Yellow. Two. Yellow. Ready.
Love to throw it on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Kraft. Huff running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Tucker Kraft, touchdown Packers. That touchdown, number 19 on the year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are on the board. It's now 14-7. Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the 4th quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Packers will have great field position right around midfield.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Claws red. Blue, blue, 32. Edo blue. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is Love. He's got his big tight end. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his second touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown catch, number 20 on the year.
His kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return starts from the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. Down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 56 yards. Jackson now. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Packers going to use their final timeout now, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Ravens get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Right, 33. Yellow.
Out of the shotgun. It's run. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the third. Here comes a return from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
Be ready. Ready.
Here's Love. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3 at the 31.
From 31, here is second and 3.
Ready. 50. Great. Set.
A run up the middle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Ready. Ready. Green gap.
First and
10
10
black.
at the 35-yard line.
Set. Cut.
From the gun, it's Love. A dive and a catch. Incredible. The break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
That's another Packers
Smash. Red. Ready.
Back to throw is Love. Pass caught. It's Golden. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Down. Cut. Cut.
Love. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Christian Watson, touchdown, Packers. Now it's McManus for the point after. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green
Both
Bay.
teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
Pistol formation with Jackson. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Going up top and looking for Andrews. That is brought in. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory. Past midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards. On the handoff, it's Henry. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 3. In motion comes Walker. Jackson now on second down. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Xavier McKinney up there to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
from the 21. Here's second down and 7. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for first and goal.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Receiver in motion, headed left. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
They'll run it with Henry. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So, the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2.
Set, hut. Set.
Throwing is low. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's low. Open is cracked. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
Strike. Check strike. Ready. Set.
On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lewis. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big game there as they try to go take this lead.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, and most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Down. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he will score! Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. McManus on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers will go up by 7.
Packers 27, Ravens 20. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This will be taken in at the 2. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. It's a gain of 49.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he'll push forward a little snow plow. Gain a yard as the snow intensifies.
2 yards on the pickup.
In motion comes Walker. 2nd down, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. They'll go up now for 2nd down. They'll drop the throw.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
We are set for 4th and long. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. They have their turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back 1 more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense 1 more shot.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Ready. Yellow. Fourth. Ready.
Love to throw. That's to crack the tight end downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Ready.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Get cut.
Now Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike. This pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game. And they're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total.
On 2nd down, Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. We get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
33. Yellow. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Wiggins.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
13.
Throwing Jackson. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it. It's a big play when they needed it the most. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Stopping here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. And the pistol, Jackson ready. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So, it's a win for the Packers. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.